Hey, my name is Jarrell Baz, and my presentation is going to be on a VR game concept game that I created called Backyard Baseball. A little bit of an introduction is basically it's a VR simulation of America's pastime sport. I wanted people to be able to travel back in time, play as their favorite MLB player right in their own backyard. I wanted to create a game where it featured full length baseball games with a 9v9 co-op multiplayer game where you can play any position on the field. A little bit of overview on my project is going to cover the synopsis, my outline of research, competitive analysis, my affinity map, prototype and usability testing, design process, journey map, SWOT analysis, pre-mortem, and final solution. So my synopsis, basically my problem is that there are currently no realistic cooperative team play VR baseball games in the market right now. There's only a few like actual baseball VR games in the market, and the most realistic one being Win Reality, and that is consists only of training only. My goal is to create a baseball experience where uh, it's similar to how kids play in the 90s, super grit, uncut raw type games. I want to create a game where players can cooperatively play together and have full 9v9 teams. Outline my research is I researched current offerings, I did market analysis, competitive analysis, personas, user journey, user testing, produced the VR simulation, multiple iterations and testing. With my competitive analysis, I did analysis on currently three games in the market right now. Everything from their bat attachments to single to multiplayer, if training is available in the games, and the costs. The costs varied, going all the way from $10 to $15 for a one-time cost to $30 a month, monthly being Win Reality. With my affinity map, I really figured out the shared goals between the user goals and the MLB, which is our industry partners goals, and basically it's to build a community-driven game to be able to work together and create a popular, fun game where people can just have fun and just really have something exciting that they can share and have new experiences and just breaking any old barriers that any past MLB or baseball game has in the past. With my prototype and usability testing, I created a super simple layout, game functionalities of the game, and testing and seeing how users would react to the environment and seeing how what would work, what wouldn't work, and how they play the game. My design process, I researched current market offerings and extracted the best ideas from them. I researched what went wrong with similar games. I replicated a realistic baseball experience. I designed, created, or I found assets that helped me enhance the experience, and I designed how the game will be played. I designed how users will interact with other users and the environment. I did user testing and iterations, and I repeated those steps over to create a more fluid experience. With my journey map, I created pain points and happy points to seeing from the start of when someone wants to play VR baseball game all the way up to being happy with a VR baseball game experience. And also really diving down and deep in figuring out why would they even want to start the journey in the first place, why would they would trust me or the MLB to create a video game for them, how can they feel successful with the game, and why would they invite others. My SWOT analysis covered the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the game. Everything from how it can offer a new gaming experience, being able to play as their favorite MLB player, the weaknesses being the cost or budget. Opportunities would be improving for player customization, needing well-rounded coders or designers, and having great UI. Threats being mirror games, limited tech, and VR experiences, and not everyone having a VR game headset. My pre-mortem covered basically the size of my wrist and the likenesses, and I was able to figure out what would help create the gameplay and what I would need to be worried about. My final solution was to create a VR experience where users can play cooperatively in a baseball team, play as their favorite players, and play in different environments. I wanted to create a game where people could enjoy and to play with their friends. At the end of the day, everyone that would play the game essentially wants to play real baseball in real life, but if they can't be there in real life, this is the next best thing. And that's my presentation. Thank you.